Yeah, Ois Vov, second last paragraph, correct? So he's explaining why there has to be that Mohammed and Malik, even though the Yid is holding by the Avodah V'tzias Mitzrayim, because even Tzias Mitzrayim is Acharei Havai Elikeichim. There is still the Etzem Hara, which Amalek embodies, Reishis Goyim Amalek, that has to be dealt with. And he explained that Etzem Hara manifests itself in this Gasas and Yeshis, that like Amalek, who attacked the Yidden when unprovoked, and he wasn't threatened. They had no designs on his territory. So too, the Yeshis is such that the Etzem Etzias of the other person irritates him, takes away from his Metzias.
So the season time is a bit of tshuva, I guess you're not talking about it. I'm at a lower level of tshuva.
It's a pretty high level of tshuva in the relative sense. Tzias Mitzrayim, he's constantly working on himself and he's breaking his boundaries to be a very, very powerful avodah. A big chassid. And there's tshuva in avodah per mamash's b'shleimus. But still, the other person's success, if the other person is not successful, it doesn't bother him. If the other person is in Metzias and successful, and it's a threat. That can be after very, we said yesterday, the marshal, a person works very hard. A person works very hard, goes to the gym every morning, tremendous discipline, etc., etc. But what is missing here is, in this marshal, the marshal illustrates that he's doing it all for himself, and therefore, when the self, in his mind, is threatened, his Metzias, his star isn't shining as powerfully as it could because someone else is taking up some space, then he himself doesn't know why, but he's he does know. He's disturbed by it, notwithstanding his hard work. Why? Because the hard work, even in Tzias Mitzrayim, is he's running away from the Ra. Because the Avodah is still about the agendas on some level me, then the Amalek is ever present. The perennial enemy. It's a story of one of the Chassidim of the Alter Rebbe. I don't know if we even know what it was. Maybe there is a name. How he became a chassid. He happened to be in Shul, Pasha Zocher. And he was very, very insightful, sensitive fellow. And he was a chassid. And he saw by Pasha Zocher how the chassid was completely, this anger, a real hatred, and it was hatred. Amalek thousands of years ago, and Amalek, and what's he hating? Who's he hating this way? And why is this parsha affected him so deeply that it's completely unnerved him? Got to find out what it is that this guy knows that I don't, and that's what drew him to Chassidus. And what was it? Was unnerving the Chassid Amalek? This Amalek. Okay, so we continue. So there has to be the Akdama, in order to fight Amalek, we need the Akdama of Minui Melech. We said Oizvov. We finished to the end of Oizvov. Yeah, after Izai. So Minui Melech, the Nekuda is Kabbalah's oil. And Kabbalah's oil, before there wasn't Kabbalah's oil. Tzias Mitzrayim doesn't take Kabbalah's oil. It's working and getting up in the morning and Lahavdil, going to the gym doesn't take Kabbalah's oil. Yeah, but that's a Kabbalah soul. It's based on I want to be strong and healthy, so fine. Here the Kabbalah soul is atzmitik, a Kabbalah soul. You're an Eved, period. I'm not talking about your work, your shleimus, your mission, your anything. Your etzem metzias, that you're an Eved. You have a melech. That's the Kabbalah he speaks of here. And that's the counter to Amalek, when he's the Nakuda. It's not that he's dedicated to a cause. He's dedicated himself. That's the difference. Follow? Yeah. Let's go a little bit further, Zion. To the Melech. Yeah, to the Melech. Maybe stop making it clear. Cause the Melech. I'm at your service. I'm at your service. You set the agenda, not me. That's the Nukud. The Melech sets the agenda. Whereas before it's Mitzrayim, it's his agenda. A good agenda, but it's his agenda, huh? Adrabah, his only level with his embassy joy, because of the privilege that the Melech is interested in him and wants him to do something. When it's his own agenda, the joy is limited to the success that he has and how good he feels about himself, what have you. But when the simcha is that the Melech wants me to be his Eved, boundless. Can't believe this every day. He's like, you can't believe it. He's thrilled. First level, the guys are thrilled. He's happy with his success. If he has a bad day, it's a bad day. But the Eved, the soldier, you can't believe he got drafted. I mean, he's asked. It's more than drafted. He's asked. The embassy, the king asked the Eved, would you be my Eved? That's what happens. They starts asking us. You can't believe it. So that's the embassy simcha. I need you. Can you be my servant? Let's go a little further. So why this precedes? Now the next stage. Now we have to understand why destroying Zara Shara Molek is a prerequisite to the Beis HaBchira. What's to stop this now? What's the Beis HaMikdash? So Yaakov said, Shara Shamayim. It's the gateway to heaven. So what is it? What is it? The heavenly throne. So now he's going to analyze Hashem's heavenly throne, what that it means. Moshe, the pasuk says in Yirmiyah, Kisei Koved Morim Berishain. It is a covered, the glory, honored the throne, exalted from Berishain, from your Mokem Mikdashen was the place of our Mikdash. So Rabbi Ramban, so the Bachai explains in the Ramban the various words here and what they refer to. Shekise, chair, throne. So Koyal Tzvidisad Bina, that's Bina, of course, that throne one sits, and Bina is where the idea is then expanded and develops. Kovid, the word before that, Koyal Tzvidisad Malchus. I'm sorry, Tzvidisad Chochma. He adds in brackets, Lamed Beis Nesivis Chochma. Kovid is Begemati Lamed Beis, 32, correct? Yeah, so that's the 32 paths of Chochma, which by the way correspond to the 32 strings of the tzitzis. The talus itself is the makif, is the rotzen, and the chutim extend from the talus is Chochma. In Kabbalah, they speak about 32 mammers, identify the 32 different paths of Chochma, paths of essential insight and expression. The next word is Morim, we're going higher. So Morim exalted Keltzvides HaKeser. And the final word in the Pasuk, Rishon Inyan B'chinas Ein Sof. So this is the Beis HaMikdash. Being the Chachma Keser Ein Sof. Zeh Kisei Kavod. Yeah, is that clear? Kisei Kavod. Mara Marisha Malkim Mikdashenu Shekol Inyanim Elu Hayim Eidim Begilu Beis Hamikdash. This was all revealed in a revealed way in the Beis Hamikdash. Okay, we'll stop here and we'll tell today's story. Because Hashem to continue tomorrow.